Child-free entrepreneurs, do you feel like your brain never shuts off? You have so many notes and ideas, but where do you start to even organize it all? Today, we're going to talk about how to tackle that overwhelming feeling of having too many ideas and not knowing what to do with them. From brainstorming new business ventures to staying current on industry trends and improving your skill set, the sheer volume of data can quickly become overwhelming. Hi, I'm Jennifer, the productivity coach for child-free business owners and creators. Today, we'll explore actionable tips and tools to help you streamline your information, ideas, workflow, boost your productivity, and free up mental energy for better focus and creativity through capturing, organizing, prioritizing, and implementing your thoughts, notes, and ideas. First, we got to get what's up here out. So you want to capture all your thoughts, notes, and ideas. And to do that, one of the first steps to manage that information overload is to embrace the practice of brain dumping. For this part, don't worry about what tools to use just yet. Just use what feels good to you and we'll organize that later. If you use a notebook, write it down, but schedule time each day to look over them and organize them in your favorite app or digital platform. By getting your ideas out of your head and into a tangible format, free up that mental space and gain clarity, making it so much easier to focus on the task at hand. Brain dumping is an essential practice for managing information overload and maintaining that mental clarity, especially if you're a child-free entrepreneur and creator juggling multiple responsibilities or businesses. Brain dumping helps you take all the jumbled mess in your brain and turn it into a comprehensive work plan. It's also a great way to start decluttering and organizing your life. I love brain dumping because, first of all, it clears mental clutter. Your minds are constantly bombarded with thoughts, ideas, and tasks, and that can lead to so much mental clutter and overwhelm. Brain dumping allows you to externalize those thoughts and transfer them from your mind into a tangible format, such as a notebook or a digital tool. By clearing out your mental clutter, you create space for focused thinking and better decision making. In today's digital age, we are completely overwhelmed with information from so many different sources. And brain dumping helps us to manage that influx of information by capturing and organizing important ideas and tasks in one place. This prevents you from feeling scattered and ensures that nothing important falls through the cracks. Brain dumping isn't just about getting thoughts out of your head, it's also about organizing them in a systematic way. Whether you use categories, tags, or folders, brain dumping allows you to structure your ideas and tasks in a way that makes sense to you. This organization makes it easier to find information when you need it and keeps you on track with your goals and priorities. And once you free up all that mental space through brain dumping, you create so much more room for your creativity to flourish. When your mind is cluttered with thoughts and distractions, it can be so challenging to think creatively. Brain dumping allows you to declutter your mind and tap into your creative potential, which can lead to more innovative ideas and solutions. Getting everything out of your mind also reduces stress. I mean, if we're constantly thinking about it, it's just going to keep our stress so high. So the act of brain dumping can be incredibly cathartic and stress relieving. So instead of carrying the weight of all your thoughts and tasks in your head, you transfer them to an external medium. And that gives yourself permission to just let go and relax because you're not constantly trying to remember it. And you know that you can easily go back and look at it anytime you need to. And this reduction in mental burden can significantly lower your stress levels and improve your overall well being. So once you have a brain dumping system in place, you can take action to organize and manage your information and ideas a lot more effectively. Brain dumping sessions can be incredibly versatile and they can serve different purposes in both business and your personal life. So here are some examples for brain dumping sessions for different contexts. So first, let's cover business. Some ideas for brain dumping sessions in your business could be project planning. Before starting a new project, hold a brain dumping session to outline your goals, your objectives, and action steps. Jot down all the tasks, deadlines, and resources you're going to need to complete the project successfully. I know a lot of people who like to use sticky notes for this also. And of course, all of us need to do content creation. So brain dumping your ideas for blog posts, social media content, videos, podcasts, or marketing campaigns. Capture all the topics, ideas, and even the visuals that come to mind. This makes sure you have a steady stream of ideas for your content calendar, and you never have to start from a blank page again. That's the best part. So for product development, use your brain dumping sessions to brainstorm new product ideas, features, enhancements, or new services altogether. Capture feedback from customers, market trends, and competitor analysis to inform your product roadmap. Brain dumping is also great for business strategy for growth, expansion, or pivoting your business. You want to explore different avenues for your marketing, sales, customer acquisition, and evaluate the potential risks and opportunities that come with each of those. That way, you have all the information you need and you can make a much better decision that way. And also for problem solving, when you're faced with a challenge or obstacle in your business, because the more successful you get, the more of those that come along. That's just how it is. When you hold a brain dumping session to generate potential solutions, and also encourage creative thinking and collaboration among team members if you have them, so they can explore different approaches as well. Brain dumping for life in general can look like your personal goals. You want to brain dump all your personal goals and aspirations, whether it's related to health, relationships, finances, or personal development. Identify actionable steps you can take to achieve those goals and track your progress over time. For daily tasks, I like to brain dump right before I go to bed. That way, it's so much easier to fall asleep because I've got everything out of my head and I know I can just look at it the next morning. And you can also start your day with a brain dumping session to list out all the tasks and errands you need to accomplish. But I like to plan my week a weekend ahead and then just look at my task list that morning of. As long as you prioritize them based on urgency and importance, that ensures you stay organized and focused throughout the whole day. You can also brain dump ideas for decluttering, organizing, or decorating your living space. Identify areas that need attention and create a plan for tackling them. That way you actually finish a project before going on to the next. You can also use brain dumping sessions as a form of self-reflection and introspection, like journaling your thoughts, your feelings, and experiences, and explore your insights and look for patterns as they emerge over time. So for personal projects, whether it's starting a new hobby, learning a new skill, or planning for a trip, brain dumping sessions to map out your personal projects. Break down these large tasks into smaller, manageable steps and create a timeline for completion. Okay, so those are all the different examples of the types of brainstorming sessions. But what about when you get ideas when you least expect them, like when you're out and about? Well, you've got a phone on you at all times. So make sure your favorite app is on there. And whenever you come up with an idea, just put it in that app. I personally love using Google Docs for this because it has an offline mode. So even if I'm not around Wi-Fi or my data's off for any reason, I'm still able to start a new document, create a little outline with notes, and then go on with my life. Now, if you're driving, you got to be safe. Either pull over completely or use voice to talk and ask Siri or Google to create a reminder when you get to your destination or when you get a moment to look back at your note. It'll remind you and pop back up. You're able to actually write it down and expand on it later. But ultimately, don't let your best thoughts and great ideas get lost just because you didn't save them immediately. All right, so you've done all this brain dumping. Well, that takes a lot of energy out of you. You might even feel lighter or a sense of relief just having it all out, just having it out of your head, but then seeing it written down, it can be kind of overwhelming. So before you do anything else after brainstorming, take time and step away from it. Get away from your computer, get away from the notebook, go for a walk, drink some water. Whatever you end up doing as a break, make sure it's something that doesn't involve thinking. All right, so now that you've got all your current thoughts, ideas, and notes out of your head, it's time to get them organized. By establishing a structured system for your information management, you can save at least an hour or more each day that would otherwise be spent searching for misplaced documents or trying to remember important details. For example, quickly locating important documents and files. Instead of precious minutes searching through cluttered folders or email boxes, you can access the information you need with just a few clicks, and you can focus on more important tasks. Having an internal information hub can be quite life-changing for your business and or your life. That way, everything is centralized into one space, like business workflows, things like that. And that way, managing your communication channels and having a clear organization and collaboration tools ensures that everyone is on the same page and there's less misunderstandings, less delays, and everyone knows where to go to find what they need. And so they're bothering you less also. Organizing all your notes and ideas also helps avoid duplication of efforts. So having that centralized system for organizing your ideas and projects, you don't have to reinvent the wheel because you're able to easily reference previous ideas and projects. And then you can build upon what you've already done before. And that saves you so much time and resources in the long run because you're not starting from scratch again. Improve your decision making. Having access to organized data and insights allows you to make a lot more informed decisions a lot quicker without getting bogged down by the irrelevant information or incomplete data. This agility in decision making can lead to faster progress and better outcomes in your business as a whole. So, this time saving can accumulate over days, weeks, and months and results in an increasing productivity and efficiency. For the sake of this example, saving 1 hour a day of miscommunication and looking for stuff, that saves you 365 hours every year. I mean, that really adds up, right? All right, so you got to get it organized, but you got to find an organizational style that works for you because effective organization is key to managing the information overload. Experiment with different tools and techniques to find a system that works best for you. Whether you prefer a minimalist approach or a more structured method, choose a system that aligns with your workflow and how you think and learn to help you stay organized. So there's so many tools available to help streamline your workflow and keep your ideas organized, but I'm just going to mention some of my favorites here. Google Drive is a versatile cloud storage and collaboration platform that offers the ability to store, share, and collaborate on your documents, spreadsheets, and other files seamlessly. Google Drive helps boost productivity with quick search of all your notes. You can create a consistent file and folder structure in Google Drive to keep those documents and presentations organized and easily accessible. Notion is one I'm newer to, and I know it's very popular with everyone. And it's an all-in-one workspace that empowers you to organize tasks, projects, notes, and even databases in a centralized platform. You can utilize their customizable workspace to organize everything according to priority and category. If you like to use pen and paper, but you also want to be able to search your written notes a lot easier, I love Rocketbook. It's a smart, reusable notebook that allows you to capture handwritten notes and sketches and seamlessly transfer it to digital formats. With the Rocketbook app, you can easily digitize your handwritten content and then it makes it searchable and shareable across platforms. And that is so freaking cool. Now, if you're someone who only likes paper and pen, so one of the biggest issues for that is how hard it is to go back and search for what you're looking for. So unless you utilize Rocketbook, I recommend using a Three-ring binder and put dividers in that to separate notes into categories. And that way you can take out your pages. That way the pages are loose and not in like a spiral bound. So it's a lot easier to, rearrange the pages as needed. And that way everything is still categorized better. And there's even some smaller three-ring binders, so you don't have to carry around like this giant bulky one. And that's what I used for a long time before I got more comfortable digitizing with Rocketbook and Google Drive. Okay, so you've got everything out of your head, you've got them organized. So, how do you know what to prioritize? By honing in on what truly matters, you can avoid getting bogged down by endless tasks and stay focused on achieving your objectives. Use different color highlighters to categorize everything you wrote down to visually see it at a glance. So categorizing can be like short term, medium term, short term like 3 months to a year, medium to like 2 to 5 years, and then longer term, 5 years plus. You can also highlight based on like video and blog ideas, um, service ideas, product ideas, things like that. Prioritizing ruthlessly is such a critical skill for navigating the sea of ideas and tasks that come with your navigating the sea of tasks that come your way. So here are some things to think about when you prioritize what you brain dump. Focus on alignment. Not every idea or task is going to move you closer to your goals and values. By prioritizing ruthlessly, you can identify the ideas that align most closely with like the overarching vision of your business and personal life. This makes sure that you're investing your time and energy in activities that will have the greatest impact and focusing on ideas that aligned most closely with your goals and values and let go of the perfectionism and unnecessary details. Being aligned also helped me put ideas to the side that I want to do, but right now they're just a low priority. So it's more of a to do later or nice to do or just a not right now. Perfectionism can be a major roadblock to productivity and progress. So when you prioritize, you learn to let go of the need for everything to be perfect. Instead, you focus on the things that are actually essential and what will move the needle forward, even if it means letting go of minor details or imperfections. Because remember, you're not a robot, you're not a computer, you're human and nobody's perfect. Prioritizing also helps avoid overwhelm. Trying to tackle too many tasks at once can quickly lead to overwhelm and burnout. By honing in on what truly matters, you can avoid spreading yourself too thin and focus on your efforts and just a few key priorities. This allows you to make more meaningful progress and and you don't have to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks and ideas. You also stay focused on objectives. When you prioritize ruthlessly, you maintain a laser focus of your objectives and goals. And this clarity helps you make decisions more confidently and ensures that you're investing your time and resources in activities that will move you closer to your desired outcomes. By prioritizing, you can optimize your workflow and maximize your efficiency. By prioritizing, you can optimize your workflow and maximize your efficiency. Instead of wasting time on tasks that aren't aligned with your goals, you can channel that energy into activities that are going to yield much greater results. Since you have your information organized, you can quickly find what you need and refer to them as you need it. Prioritizing your ideas, notes, and prioritizing your notes and ideas allows you to make the most of your resources and achieve your objectives a lot more efficiently. But no amount of learning, creativity, and ideas matter without actually doing the damn thing. And this is one of the main reasons why so many people aren't achieving their goals. They've got all these notes and ideas, but they don't do anything with them. And that is why I highly recommend implementing as you learn. So, how often have you bought a course or watched a training with the intention of doing what you learned, but instead forgot about it and never implemented what you learned at all? How much further ahead could you be now if you actually had done what you learned when you learned it? While learning is essential for personal and professional growth, it's equally important to put that knowledge into action. Instead of getting stuck in a cycle of perpetual learning without action, focus on implementing what you learn in real world implementing what you learn in real world scenarios. Whether it's testing out a new marketing strategy for launching your service, taking immediate steps to apply new knowledge and skills can help you bring your ideas to life finally. So, for example, I've watched a marketing training the last couple of days. It's like a two-part training kind of thing. And it takes me a little longer to process what I learned. So the first time I'll watch it and take notes, and then I'll go back and rewatch it. And the second time I'll implement each step and pause the video or the training as they go through each step. So I do as I learn. So if you haven't tried that before, give that a try and see if that helps. Or if you have another idea that also works for you, let us know in the comments. Limiting your sources that you learn from can also help prevent overwhelm and information overload. In today's digital age, we have access to a wealth of information from so many sources. While it's tempting to consume as much content as possible, it's important to be selective about where you focus your attention. Limit your sources to experts and mentors who have advice that aligns with your vision for success, and avoid getting overwhelmed by trying to consume too much information. I know, easier said than done. I used to get every freebie and be on everyone's email list, but then I realized they would contradict each other or they wouldn't align with my values and goals. So once I stopped following and listening to the ones that didn't align, I became so much more focused and made so much more progress. I also made sure that who I listen to and learn from are at a point in their business where I want to go. And I also make a point to not put these people on a pedestal because no one is perfect and what works for them won't always work for me. So, from overwhelm to success, remember to embrace the power of brain dumping, implementing as you learn, find your organizational style, prioritize ruthlessly, and limit your sources. With these strategies in your toolkit, you're going to be so much more equipped to navigate the challenges of information overload and thrive in your entrepreneurial journey. So let me know below, what was your biggest aha moment? And subscribe for more child-free productivity and lifestyle videos. See you in the next video.